Hi guys, this is Kayla.
And this is Becky, and we're with A Couple of Bees Read.
Yes, and I'm a bee who also writes. And one of my critique partners who we've interviewed here on this podcast/blog is Drew Kizer. We interviewed him when he published his book of short stories called Burdens, which, by the way, lyrical prose, beautiful, meaningful, deep stories.
Beautifully written.
I mean, goodness, this man... I am not a super talented short story writer. I have a couple of bangers, but that's it. His are brilliant. Huge fan of Drew, but he recently wrote a memoir, which he graciously sent us in the mail. Both of us got a signed copy. And it's called Sufficient... Thank you, Drew. Sufficient Grace, A Christian Perspective on Chronic Illness.
And I will say, when I saw the title, I said... wait a minute, that sounds just like my life verse. And then I flip it over on the back, and it's when I am weak, then I am strong. 2 Corinthians 12:10, which is my life verse. And that's a whole nother story about why that's my life verse, how it literally saved my sanity, my life after Nicole passed away. But I get how this would be his verse. And the thing that he shares here when he's talking about chronic illness, he's had Parkinson's since he was 37. And, this is something that he shares, this journey of the vulnerability that, he has surrounding this disease. But he also shares it. He's very honest about it, very humorous about it. He has a wonderful outlook on life. He it just gives you hope. And I think, that as humans, that's what we need. If you have hope, you can have anything. And we just got this in the last couple of days, so we haven't had time to read it yet, but we wanted to put it out there because, if you have someone in your life, if it's you yourself, and you have things going on, the Lord's grace is sufficient for us. And I think we can't wait to read this, Drew. Thank you for sending it. And then we'll be reviewing it later.
And hopefully interviewing Drew as well. And part of it, I have questions. My uncle, who I was very close to growing up, has been diagnosed with Parkinson's in the last 5 years. And it hit him hard and it hit him fast. And
And I have a best friend whose husband has Parkinson's, and and it doesn't mean that you can't have a full, active life. And I think we're going to see how that's possible through this. So again, as I say, there's hope. That's what it's all about.
And if you are looking for hope, whether you're Christian or otherwise, definitely look at this. I know Drew not only talks about Parkinson's, he talks about in this his mother's Alzheimer's and that battle, and dealing with that. I think too, like if you are a Christian, from a Christian perspective, I think the first thing we ask when things go wrong, is like, why me? Why? I'm a good person, because there's so much. That's not not gospel, but there's so much in Americanized Christianity that is like, if you're good, things will work out. That's literally not biblical. But
no, because Jesus says, in this world you will face trials and tribulations, but be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world. That's where your hope is.
And I'm really eager to read this and see what Drew has to say. We're hoping to interview him soon. He is, definitely one of my favorite people. Just incredibly kind, incredibly good person, and an astoundingly good writer. So I'm eager to read this. This is Sufficient Grace by Drew Kizer. You can get it on Amazon. Definitely order it. If you're struggling with grace right now, with understanding what that means, check that out. And we will let you know our thoughts soon, and hopefully have Drew here with us.
Sounds great.
Great. Bye, guys.